Retail Management, Masters of Commerce, 4th semester, Mangalore University, session 11. In this session, you're going to learn about the strategic retail planning, that is, understanding the retail customer, the customer buying behavior patterns, factors influencing retail customer, the consumer's decision making process. Learning objective to understand about the retail customer. Session outcome the students are able to understand about the customer buying behavior patterns. Whether it is stocks or socks, I like buying quality merchandise when it is marked down, which was told by the American business magnate Warren Buffett. Understanding retail consumer deals with understanding their buying behavior in retail stores. Understanding the consumer is important to know who buys that, when, and how. It is also important to know how to evaluate consumers' response to sales promotion. It is very vital to understand the consumer in the retail sector for the survival and prosperity of the business. So let us first distinguish the difference between the consumer and customer. A consumer is a user of a product or service, whereas a customer is a buyer of the product or service. The customer decides what to buy and executes the deal of purchasing by paying and availing the product or service. The consumer uses a product or service for oneself. For example, the customer of a pet food is not the consumer for the same. Also, if a mother in a supermarket is buying Nestle Milo for her toddler son, then she is a customer and her son is a consumer. Identifying a customer. It is sometimes difficult to understand who is actually a decision maker while purchasing when a customer enters the shop accompanying someone else. Thus, everyone who enters the shop is considered as a customer. Still, it is necessary to identify composition and origin of the customers. First one is composition of customers. It includes customers of various gender, age, economic and educational status, religion, nationality and occupation. Second, the origin of customer. From where the customer comes to shop, how much the customer travels to reach the shop and which type of area the customer lives in. Third, objective of customer shopping or buying. Shopping is the visiting the shops with the intention of looking for new products and may or may not necessarily include buying. Buying means actually purchasing a product. What does a customer's body language depict? Customer buying behavior patterns. The needs, tastes, and preferences of the consumer for whom the products are purchased drives the buying behavior of the customer. The pattern of the customer's buying behavior can be categorized as the first one, the place of purchase. Customers divide their place of purchase. Even if all the products they want are available at shop, they prefer to visit various shops and compare them in terms of prices. When the customers have a choice of which shop to buy from, their loyalty does not remain permanent to a single shop. Study of customers' place of purchase is important for selection of location, keeping appropriate merchandise, and selecting a distributor in close proximity. Next, product purchased. It pertains to what items and how many units of items the customer purchases. The customer purchases a product depending upon the following: the availability or the shortage of the product, requirement or choice of the product, perishability of the product, storage requirements, purchasing power of oneself. This category is important for producers, distributors, and retailers. Say soaps, toothbrushes, potatoes, and apples are purchased by a large group of customers, irrespective of their demographics. But live lobsters, French grapes, avocados, baked beans, or beef are purchased by only a small number of customers with strong regional demarcation. Similarly, the customers rarely purchase a single potato or a banana, like more than two watermelons at a time. Third, time and frequency of purchase. Retailers need to keep their working time tuned with the customer's availability. The time of purchase is influenced by the weather, the season, the location of the customer. The frequency of purchases mainly depends on the following factors: the type of commodity, the degree of necessity involved, the lifestyle of customers, the festivals and customs, influence of the person accompanying the customer. For example, Indian family man from intermediate income group would purchase a car not more than 2 times in his lifetime, whereas a same class customer from US may buy it more frequently. A tennis player would buy required stuff from more frequently than a student learning tennis at school. Next, method of purchase. It is a way a customer purchases. It involves the factors such as: is the customer purchasing alone or is accompanied by someone? How does a customer pay? By cash or by credit? What is the mode of travel for the customer? The last is the response to sales promotion methods. The more the customer visits a retail shop, the more he or she is exposed to the sales promotion methods. The use of sales promotional devices increases the number of shop visitors turned impulsive buyers. The promotional methods include displays. Consumer products are packaged and displayed with aesthetics while on display. Shape, color, size, and decoration create appeal. Second is a demonstration. Consumers are influenced by giving away sample product or by showing how to use a product and its benefits. Third, special pricing. Units special price under some scheme or during festive season, coupons, contests, prizes, etc. Next is sales talks. It is a verbal or printed advertisement conducted by the salesperson in the shop. An urban customer, due to fast paced life, would select easy to cook or ready to eat food over raw food material as compared to rural counterpart who comes from laid back lifestyle and self sufficiency in food items grown on farm. It is found that the couples buy more items in a single transaction than a man or a woman shopping alone. Customers devote time for analyzing alternative products or services. Customers purchase required and perishable products quickly, but when it comes to investing in consumer durable, he or she tries to gather more information about the product. Factors influencing retail consumer. Understanding consumer behavior is critical for a retail business in order to create and develop effective marketing strategies and employ 4 P's of marketing mix: product, price, place, and promotion to generate high revenue in the long run. Here are some factors which directly influence the consumer buying behavior: the market conditions. In a well performing market, consumers don't mind spending on comfort and luxuries. In contrast, during an economic crisis, they tend to prioritize their requirements from basic needs to luxuries in that order and focus only on what is absolutely essential to survive. Second is the cultural background. Every child or a would be customer acquires a personality, thought process, and attitude while growing up by learning, observing, and forming opinions, likes, and dislikes from its surrounding. Buying behavior differs in people depending on the various cultures they are brought up in and different demographics they come from. Next is the social status. Social status is nothing but a position of the customer in the society. Generally, people form groups while interacting with each other for the satisfaction of their social needs. These groups have prominent effects on the buying behavior. When customers buy with family members or friends, the chances are more that their choice is altered or biased under peer pressure for the purpose of trying something new. Dominating people in the family can alter the choice or decision making of a submissive customer. Income levels. Consumers with high income has high self-respect and expects everything best when it comes to buying products or availing services. Consumers of this class don't generally think twice on cost if he is buying a good quality product. On the other hand, low income group consumers would prefer a low cost substitute of the same product. For example, a professional earning handsome pay package would not hesitate to buy an iPhone, but a taxi driver in India would buy a low cost mobile. Next is the personal elements. Here is how the personal elements change the buying behavior. Gender. Man, Men and women differ in their perspective, objective, and habits while deciding what to buy and actually buying it. Researchers at J.H. Baker Retail Initiative and the Word Group studied men and women on shopping and found that men buy while women shop. Women have an emotional attachment to shopping, and for men, it is a mission. Hence, men shop fast and women stay in the shop for a longer time. Men make faster decisions, women prefer to look for better deals even if they have decided on buying a particular product. Retail managers set their marketing policies such that the four P's are appealing to both the genders. Age. People belonging to different ages or stages of life cycle may make different purchase decisions. Next is occupation. The occupational status changes the requirement of the products or services. For example, a person working as a small scale farmer may not require a high priced electronic gadget, but an IT professional would need it. Next is a lifestyle. Customers of different lifestyle chooses different products within the same culture. Next, nature. Customers with high personal awareness, confidence, adaptability, and dominance are too choosy and take time while selecting a product, but are quick in making a buying decision. The last is the psychological elements. Psychological factors are a major influence in customers' buying behavior. Some of them are motivation. Customers often make purchase decisions by particular motives such as natural force of hunger, thirst, need of safety, to name a few. Next is perception. Customers form different perceptions about various products or services of the same category after using it. Hence, perceptions of customer leads to biased buying decisions. Third, learning. Customers learn about new products or services in the market from various resources such as peers, advertisements, and internet. Hence, learning largely affects their buying decisions. For example, today's ITH customer finds out the difference between two products specification, costs, durability, expected life, looks, etc., and then decides which one to buy. Next, beliefs and attitudes. Beliefs and attitudes are important drivers of customers' buying decision. Consumers' buying decision process. A customer goes through a number of stages as shown in the figure before actually deciding to buy the product. However, customer gets to know about a product from each other. Smart retailers therefore insist on recording customers' feedback upon using the product. They can use this information while interacting with the manufacturer on how to upgrade the product. First one is identifying one's need. Identifying one's need is a stimulating factor in buying decision. Here, the customer recognizes his need of buying a product. As far as satisfying a basic need such as hunger, thirst goes, the customer tends to decide quickly. But this step is important when the customer is buying consumer durables. In the next stage, the customer tries to find out how much information as he can about the product. Further, the customer tries to seek the alternative products. Then, the customer selects the best product available as per choice and budget and decides to buy the same. Thank you.